Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Dr. Jason Richardson, and he is an author, speaker, and psychologist. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about your work about high performance. How do you teach athletes to do better?
The way I teach them to do better is to teach them to be better, which is quite a difficult thing. A lot of times we want a magic bullet, or we want to know what system can I implement or what thing can I do. Basically, I teach athletes or even business people how to be better, which means asking very difficult questions of yourself so that they can keep the pencil sharp and keep, splitting hairs. A lot of times I say high performance is all about splitting hairs and sharpening the pencil. And we're constantly splitting hairs. I mean, it's usually that last 5%, that last 3% till you get to the target. That's the part where a lot of people had trouble with, because it was very difficult to get those extra inches. And so that's what I do. I really focus on that last 3 to 5% that's warranted to reach the winner's circle.
So what would be some of the tough questions you ask people?
Usually it stems from them, because usually it's a fear-based question, and usually what's getting in their way is something they're scared of and something linked to their identity as an athlete or as a person. And so some of the tough questions, really go back to, they're very, very simple. What do you want? Why are you doing this? And the other thing too is a lot of times we want to be in alignment. So we get very rigid. Golf is a great example. I don't know how many golfers I meet that want to replicate a Rory McIlroy swing or a Phil Mickelson swing or a Tiger Woods swing. But what they don't see in any of those golfers' swings is that golfer is constantly adjusting from point A to point B. And we're just trying to mimic that person, but that's all it is. It's very surface. And we don't see the peculiarities. And the other thing too is we don't insert our own DNA, which our own secret sauce into what we have. And so working with people, trying to get them to become comfortable enough again to be who they are, basically be in alignment with their character and their values so that they can go out and succeed. So my background is cycling, and I raced BMX bikes professionally for 15 years. One of the things about that sport that I learned was that, because the gate start was the big thing, much like the golfer swing. That was the, get the perfect gate. I want to get a gate like Jason Richardson. No, don't get a gate. I have a long torso. I have a 32 inseam. I have really long arms. My bike is set up a certain way. So while we might fundamentally be doing the same thing, you who might be 5'6" and I'm 6 foot, trying to do what I do, it becomes a different thing. And so I will teach you fundamentals. For sure, I want you to be fundamentally sound, but I want you to have the courage to incorporate your style, what you know, your strengths into this thing we're doing.
Walk me back to the performance that you had before you achieved your highest level of achievement. And how did you go that extra inch, the last mile, so to speak?
Oh, wow. So I won the World Championships in 1994. It was my first one I raced. It was talent. It was excitement. It was belief. I believed I could. But other than that, I literally remember coming out of the gate. It was almost like my eyes almost blacked out. And then the next thing I knew, I was in front, and I came out of the first turn, and I was winning the World Championship. Then, not a fast forward, a slow forward to 2007. I'm invited to the PanAM Games, and I'm the oldest guy competing, which we're getting to my greatest achievement, and I won. And I know exactly how I did it, because there was many world championships in between, and I'd gotten seconds and thirds and placed, and I'd been top 10 world rider for long, but I'd never won one again. What was going on? And what was happening was, I said responsibility, expectation, but I was releasing the pressure valve too early. But at the Pan Am Games, the difference was the main wasn't enough. It wasn't going to be enough to make the main. And I was honest with myself, and I accepted that, right? So now things are coming into alignment. There's no games. And so as I matriculated on up for the main event, the pressure, both that I felt and that I applied, more importantly, the pressure I applied was the same, because I had not finished my job until I won.
Tell me about the greatest achievement that you have helped somebody else get for themselves.
Sometimes in the process of helping someone qualify for the Olympics or winning an X Games or opening a new business or getting that VC funding for whatever idea they have, in that process, very interesting way, you end up giving them their life back, so to speak. They're the best ones. I even had one like that with the Olympic trials, where my client literally the summer prior just was in a catastrophic accident. Before he went up for his first race to qualify, the first qualifying round, I went and I found his mom, and I found another, essentially his father, and I said, hey, you guys get together and take a picture, family picture, and just send him a text that says, I love you. That's it. Whole success plan just stemmed around this kid being loved, going out there and doing his best. And I could see it after the race was done. The mom was so happy because she was able, because after that accident, she was able to see her son, smile the way he did before the accident.
So tell me about your speeches. What are your themes that you share with the audience?
Gold medal mindset for a championship life. Those talks, those speeches can wear a lot of different clothes. So, that talk looks a little bit different at the Olympic Training Center versus the San Diego Housing Commission versus Lexus College. But I like to strip it all down to fundamental human behavior, right? What do humans do in a situation such as this? When do we humans tend to do well? When do we tend to do bad? Can we create an environment that fosters more wellness? Yes or no, right? Can we create thoughts that fosters more success, more well-being? Can we ask ourselves, how often have we asked ourselves those hard questions or had those hard conversations or asked somebody else to hold ourselves accountable to those things we say we want? But ultimately, it's a conversation around, like I said, gold medal mindset around a championship life, business, sport, and life. And believe me, I've walked into some organizations and they were, at the onset, there's like, hey, are my employees going to want to work here when they're done with this? And actually, you would hope that the ones that don't actually leave.
So I want to end it by asking how can people learn about you? How can they book you for a speech?
If you want to book me for a speech, just go to my website. That's Jason Richardson, drjasonrichardson.com. Otherwise, listen to my podcast, Gold Medal Mindset Podcast, or Instagram and Twitter, and that's at Real Dr. J. Rich. That's at Real Dr. J. Rich.
Well, thank you so much. Namaste.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.